Hey, what's up, y'all? And of course, welcome back to another Alternative Factuals video. Yes, we are back for another one, another banger. So the video today is going to be talking about the origin of all Vibranium in the Marvel Universe. Now, before we dive into the answer, of course, I have to drag this video out a little bit, break down a little bit of the history of Vibranium, its features, its content in terms of how it functions and what it's done throughout the Marvel Universe, and then we'll finally get to the answer, where does it come from? But before we do all that, please be sure to like, share, and of course subscribe. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you're thinking, let me know what you're feeling, and be sure to check out my new song and single as well for all the fans of me out there and all that stuff. And without further and or possible ado, let's kind of just dive into the video. So what we know about Vibranium is that it's this rare metallic ore that has like very interesting properties. Now, we already know that it was deposited on the main, well, pretty much, I wouldn't say every single version of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but pretty much in the main Marvel Cinematic Universe, we do know that it was deposited there by some sort of meteorite. And this was confirmed with the, the whole Black Panther 10,000 BC. We already knew that Vibranium was relatively present during that time all the way up until the present, and probably a long time after the fact. Now, something that we've definitely learned about the Vibranium is that it's very good at absorbing kinetic energy, sound, and it can enhance magical abilities. So we already know Dr. Doom on multiple occasions has tried to obtain Vibranium in order to enhance his magical abilities. Of course, we also have Black Panther, who his own suit, pretty much every weapon he owns is made of Vibranium. Reason that being is because, one, it's a good protective armor. It absorbs a lot of sound, basically makes him move in a super stealthy, it's pretty much super stealthy. Then at that point, two, it's really durable, highly protective, one of the most durable metals on the planet of Marvel, on the planet of the main Marvel cinematic, Earth, the prime Earth. And then also, it enhances his connection to Bast. So, like I mentioned literally just a couple seconds ago, the Vibranium itself does enhance magical attributes, which is why, like I previously stated, Dr. Doom wanted the Vibranium for himself. So imagine someone like Black Panther who takes the herb and then ultimately he does consume it, has a connection with Bast, and then once that connection with Bast is established, the Vibranium itself enhances the connection with Bast, thus making him more powerful when it comes to him being able to communicate with Bast, as well as his abilities to raise the dead. So that's something that we need to be mindful of when we're going down this whole rabbit hole of where Vibranium comes from. Now that we know what it does and how it kind of interacts with things in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I keep saying Cinematic Universe, in the Marvel Universe, let's kind of go over, kind of piece together some clues so we can figure out where this comes from. So what we know is, I forget which story this was, but this was basically when Captain Marvel was kind of battling with the Builders, and the Builders are known to be people who helped create the universe. This is the Builders' attack on the Spartax Empire. Basically, they had been mining Vibranium on a distant planet, and they were kind of poisoning, I believe, the populace of the planet. Because if you're mining even on Earth, when you're mining in general, sometimes sulfur deposits can seep into water supplies if you're not mining correctly, as well as it can compromise the infrastructure of a building or a town or a city if you're not doing it properly. But that's besides the point. Same fundamentals were basically taking place during this whole mining thing, and that's when Captain Marvel had discovered there was Vibranium on that planet. And it seems like there was Vibranium on a few other planets, not like a lot, but it was still relatively rare. But it seems like as if there was Vibranium on this planet. But once that planet was exhausted, there wasn't really much Vibranium left in supposedly the Milky Way galaxy, which means it's absurdly rare. The fact that as of right now, Earth is, as well as this other planet that we was talking about, I think it's I don't know if it's Torfa. Somebody's gonna tell me about the story that I'm talking about right now, because like I said, a lot of this stuff is I read it once and I don't remember. But the funny part is this basically tells us that Vibranium is extremely rare. And even let's say, for example, it existed on 4 or 5 planets. You mean to tell me it only exists on 4 to 5 planets in the entire Milky Way galaxy, which is comprised of thousands and thousands of planets and solar systems? Yeah, no. That means it's one of the most rarest metals ever in the Marvel universe. So where did this vibranium come from if it's so rare? We don't know the origin of it in terms of, is there a planet this derives from? It seems like it doesn't really exist much on many other planets. How is this metal being created, and where is it coming from, and why is it so powerful? Why is it, able to do so much? Why is it so versatile? Well, it kind of goes into the answer. Where did this vibranium come from? Well, to be honest with you, we still don't know, but we can make a theory about where it did come from. Now, vibranium, in my theory, as well as, I'm pretty sure a few people out there probably have arrived at the same theory. I feel like vibranium is not necessarily planet bound in terms of where it's created. I feel like it's a culmination of the energies of the universe being created, and then the energies and materials that come from that byproduct of the creation then fuses into this rare metal, which has many different properties and many different capabilities due to the nature of how it was created. So let me explain. So let's say, for example, the creation of the main Marvel universe, obviously, let's go by the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where, the Big Bang was encouraged by, like, the Celestials or something like that. During this creation, during that Big Bang, once the universe came into existence, the universe was very young and there was a lot of cosmic energy out there. Once that cosmic energy kind of interacted with the first, few planets that were developed in this whole creation, I believe some of those planets probably have interactions with that extra cosmic energy or energies that existed in the beginning of the universe, and thus vibranium was born. Now, because it's related to some form of, cosmic energy or energy that was related to the creation of the universe, it makes it very versatile. Cosmic energy in general is very powerful, so we can say it can be that, or it can be anything at this point, but we know the energy that it probably coalesced with created this powerful ore, which is able to enhance magic, which made it highly durable, highly volatile when it comes to if it's mined incorrectly, as well as some of the things you're able to do with it, and many features that we already have come to see people use it when it comes to vibranium in the Marvel universe. So what I'm willing to bet is vibranium is not inherently belonging to any particular planet. I think it's just a byproduct of the creation of the Marvel universe and its interaction with some sort of matter, and it coalesced into this ore, which is extremely flexible, extremely powerful, and is capable of pretty much doing just about anything when it comes to how you can use it. But let me know in the comments down below if you agree with this. This is something that I won't say I came up with this idea originally, in terms of, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who's had this thought process, but I've never really seen anybody talk about the origin of vibranium and basically where do they think that it came from, their theories, and I'm pretty sure there's some people who probably have a very similar thought pattern and thought process compared to me. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you feel like vibranium is a byproduct of the creation of the universe, when inherently it doesn't belong to any particular planet? It's just a concept of, cosmic energy or some form of energy interacting with matter, thus making the most rarest metal in the Marvel universe. Let me know if you agree with that, and I will see you next time. Peace out.